What's up, guys? We are back for leg 2 of our Monday marathon. It is not a new day, but it is a new break, which means it's always a good time to rip some more of that cardboard gold or chrome gold if you're talking basketball. Let's get into leg 2 of our Marathon Monday. Guys, we're doing basketball for this happy hour break. Whether it's your drive home, whether it's your happy hour after work, or whether you still got some time left in your day, let's do a little Topps Chrome basketball. We got 2 boxes, and then right behind us, we got that 1990 Hoops box. It's going to be a ton of fun to get into it. Let's see if we can't get that Mark Jackson. Let's see if we can't get that Jordan in his 12 uniform and all the other Hall of Famers we're going to chase. D-Mac, what's going on, man? How you doing? So, guys, as we get into the Topps Chrome, we'll say thank you to Christopher for grabbing the Hawks and Jeffrey for the Celtics. Mo grabbing the Nets. James M grabbing the Hornets. Adley with the Bulls. Craig B with the Cavs. James M with the Mavericks. The Nuggets going to Christopher. Adley with the Pistons. Alexis with the Warriors and the Rockets. Adley with the Pacers. Alexis with the Clippers. Craig with the Lakers and the Grizzlies. There's empty box number 1. Jonathan with the Heat, Adley with the Bucks, James M with the T-Wolves, Adley with the Pelicans, James M with the Knicks and the Thunder, Adley with the Magic, James M with the Sixers, Adley with the Suns, Blazers, and Kings, James M with the Spurs, Joshua with the Toronto Raptors, Jonathan B with the Utah Jazz, and James M with the Wizards. Guys, thank you for grabbing all those spots, and good luck on each and every one of them. For our hit counter, we're going to continue on the hit counter. Actually, Nolan, can you bring those basketball packs over for me from the hit counter? We're going to play along, guys. If you bought into either of these 2 basketball breaks, your spot is going to earn a leprechaun. If you got multiple spots, that's multiple leprechauns. If you're hanging out with us and chatting with us, you're going to get a leprechaun. Yep. Thank you. And if you guys play along on the hit counter, you're going to have a shot at some more leprechauns running on your behalf on this happy hour drive. For our hit counter, we're doing team-based. So it's going to be the Lakers versus the Celtics and the Pistons versus the Bulls, so to speak, in 2 legendary rivalries. So if we pull any Laker, the hit counter is going to go from 0 to 1, any Celtic, any Piston, or any Bull as it goes. So you guys tell us which of those 4 teams is going to get the most hits in the break, as well as tell us what the total of those 4 teams is going to be. And those are worth a couple leprechauns. Let's get into box 1. I've been having a ton of fun with Chrome basketball, so I'm happy to be able to do this again this afternoon. We do have baseball tonight, and we're doing some fun baseball tonight. We're doing some throwback stuff. 2019 Chronicles, 2021 Bowman Chrome, and 2022 Topps Chrome Sonic. It's going to be some fun stuff. Craig, how you doing, man? Good luck and welcome in. Hope you're having a good Monday. AJ Mitchell for Oklahoma City is going to get us going. Elvin Hayes for Washington. Cam Johnson. Our first refractor is going to be for Toronto, Emmanuel Quickly. Joshua. Our first purple refractor, Marcus Smart for the Grizzlies. Craig. Chet Holmgren on the Lock It Up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Congratulations, James M. World champion Oklahoma City Thunder. Jeremy Sochan for San Antonio. Carmelo, Josh Hart. Pele Larson, rookie for the Heat, Jonathan. There's Jason Tatum for the Celtics, Jeffrey M. We got Harrison Ingram on the rookie refractor for the Spurs, James. And our first numbered card is going to go to Jeffrey M. in Boston. It's going to be 57/65 on the green wave. Little color match green wave to 65 for the Celtics. Antoine Watson, rookie. So congratulations, Jeffrey M. Antoine Watson to 65. PG3 on the test drive. Marcus Smart, Franz Wagner, Tristan Da Silva, Walker Kessler, Tyler Smith, rookie for the Bucks. Refractor for the Sixers of Tyrese Maxey for James M. We got Marcus Sasser on the X-Fractor for Detroit, Adley. Trey Young on the Instinct for the Hawks, Christopher. Isaiah Stewart, LaMelo Ball for the Hornets, James M. There's Alex Caruso. Jalen Tyson for Cleveland. Johnny Stockton for Jonathan. There you go, Jonathan. Dylan Jones, rookie refractor for OKC. Cam Christie on the rookie X-Fractor for the Los Angeles Clippers. Alexis, congrats. Jason Tatum on a test drive for Jeffrey M. Lonnie Walker, Nick Smith Jr., Norman Powell. Mark Williams, Desmond Bain. Shaden Sharp refractor for the Blazers, Adley. And Nikola Vukovic on the red refractor for the Bulls, Adley. Oh boy, I have not been doing the hit counter at all. Let's recap that. Totally forgot about the hit counter. There's one for Boston. Holy smokes, guys. Sleeping on the job here. Bulls got one. Celtics got one. Pistons got one. So, Celtics up to 2. Pistons 1. Bulls 1. Pistons 1. Boston 1. All right. I think I got the Tatum already. Or no, I didn't. 3 and Pistons. There we go. We're caught up. How about that? Jay Butler for the Heat on the Instinct. Zachary Rishaker, one of the best rookies in the class. Hopefully this class can elevate their game in Season 2 this year. Congrats, Christopher, though, on the Rishaker. Koulibaly. Aaron Nesmith for Indiana. Malik Monk. Donovan Mitchell. Nikola Topic, rookie for Oklahoma City. Latrell Sprewell for the Knicks. Youthquake, Kel'el Ware for Miami. Congrats, Jonathan. Conchi for Toronto. Jamal Murray. Chris Middleton for the Bucks. Jason Kidd for Dallas. Our autograph, guys, is going to be an autograph to 50. Kyle Kuzma for the Wizards. James. Adley will battle for that one now that he's a Buck, but that one's going to the Wizards. Congratulations, Kyle Kuzma auto, 11 out of 50. A nice gold auto on the Kuzma. James M., congratulations. Rudy Gobert. And LaMelo Hall is going to be a purple numbered to 275. 231 out of 275 for the Hornets. James M. Again, congrats, James. Having a great break. Dame Lillard on the test drive. Tristan Newton. There's our first Laker, Anthony Davis. New Orleans, CJ McCollum. Dominique for Christopher. Jalen Green. Chicago is going to get a refractor of Io. And Detroit is going to get a purple refractor of Isaiah Stewart. Congrats, Adley. And the Pistons tie the Celtics up in the lead. Tyrese Maxey, Instinct for Philadelphia. Jalen Wells, Eric Gordon. Magic Johnson for the Lakers. That's a nice one for Craig. Congrats. And the Lakers get number 2. Justin Edwards for Philly. Alonzo Mourning for Miami. And we're going to have what probably will be a negative. Jeremy Sochan for San Antonio. James M., congrats again. Would have been sweet if that was a Victor negative. But the Spurs get a negative. Jeremy Sochan. Congrats, James. For Phoenix, we got Kevin Durant on the pink refractor. Zach Edey on the Destiny for Memphis. Congratulations, Craig. Ryan Dunn for Phoenix. Larry Bird for Boston, Jeffrey M. And Bird puts the Celtics in the lead. DeMontis Sabonis, Jalen Williams. Second autograph, Jalen Wells. I'm pretty sure that's Memphis. It is. Memphis getting an autograph. Craig, congratulations. Jalen Wells on the autograph. Tyler Kolek refractor for the Knicks. Chris Paul for the Spurs on the pink refractor. Yves Misi Destiny for New Orleans. Steph Curry for the Warriors. There you go, Alexis. Jarris Walker. Marcus Sasser, there's a Piston. Devin Booker for Phoenix. Tyrese Halliburton for the Pacers. And another Boston, Paul Pierce on a refractor. So we're getting lots of older names out of this box. LaMelo Ball, purple for Charlotte again, James. Youthquake, Rob Dillingham. Davion Mitchell for the Raptors. DeMar DeRozan, Kyle Filipowski, Latrell Sprewell, Cam Christie, and we got another one turned around for New York Knicks. It is going to be Carmelo Anthony. James knocking both negatives out of the first box. Congratulations, James. A great break for you so far. Carmelo Anthony on the negative. Look at Atlanta with a blue wave of 75 of Kobe Buffkin. That is a cool card. Congratulations, Christopher, on the sweet-looking Kobe Buffkin to 75. 47 out of 75. Boston rookie, Baylor Sherman. So Boston takes a little bit of a lead, finishing up box one here. Memphis, Jaren Jackson, and Benedict Mathorn for Indiana. So, guys, we're at the halfway point of this Chrome break, which means it is time for your prediction if you want to update it. Craig, you are... Lakers are a little bit behind, so you might want to consider changing off the Lakers unless you think they're going to get hot, but you are dead halfway on to double up from 14 to 28, so that was a great prediction to start with. There's empty box number 2. But make any changes in there. If you guys are just getting in and you hadn't made your hit counter prediction yet, welcome into the break, and if you're new to us, welcome to the Card Lines family. For those of you guys that have been with us before, welcome back. We do have that hit counter for fun. You guys can tell us which team at this point you think is going to get the most hits. Craig, you go with the Lakers. They're about to get hot. Hey, I think we can do better than 2, so you might be right. But tell us which team of those up there on that blue hit counter you think are going to get the most hits. We're halfway through, so you guys have until I'm done ripping the packs to make any changes or to get your initial predictions in. If you get the team right, you're going to get an extra leprechaun. If you get the number total right, you're going to get a second leprechaun. And those leprechauns are going to be added into a list. We're going to have anyone who bought into these breaks is going to get a leprechaun in their name as well. And for those of you hanging out with us and taking the time to chat with us, you're going to get an extra leprechaun for that. All those leprechauns are going to be put out on the field. They're going to run on your behalf for however many you win, and you're going to have a chance to win some stuff. I've got a 2021-2022 Prism basketball pack. I've got, because we're doing some throwback, I've got some inaugural edition 1991 Skybox packs. I got 2 of those, and then I've got a player of the day pack. So we got 4 packs to give away to you guys on this basketball break. All right, so make those LeBron auto coming up. Craig, let's see what we can do. Nolan, give him maybe a 10-second countdown and then close out the hit counter for me. Detroit, Marcus Sasser. So the Pistons are going to try and stay with the Celtics. Devin Booker. There's Halliburton for the Pacers. Chris Livingston on the refractor for the Bucks. Oh, it's not LeBron, but we're heating up with the Lakers. There's an X-Fractor of Magic Johnson for the Lakers. Craig, there's a little startup in box 2 for you, and let's see if those Lakers do get hot. Isaiah Collier on the Destiny. Ryan Dunn, Phoenix. There's Larry Bird again for the Celtics. So the Celtics are keeping them at bay. Filipowski, Latrell Sprewell, Cam Christie, and we've got our first negative, it should be. And it's going to be Naz Reid for Minnesota. James M, again, you've gotten every one of the negatives so far. Let's see if you get the fourth one. Congrats, James. Naz Reid on the negative refractor. Taylor Hendricks for Utah on the pink. Kevin Durant on the instinct for the Suns. Rob Dillingham rookie. Jabari Walker. Alex Caruso. Jalen Tyson. There's Johnny Stockton again for Jonathan. Sengun on the refractor for Houston. Bam Adebayo on the purple refractor for the Heat. Joel Embiid, lock it up for the Sixers. Derek Jones for the Clippers. And there's Ant-Man for the T-Wolves. James, congrats. Colby Jones for the Kings. Jared Allen. Paul George. We got Klay Thompson on the refractor for the Dallas Mavericks. James. Alonzo Mourning on the X-Fractor for the Heat. Jonathan. And a Stephon Castle on the instinct for the Spurs. James M, congrats again. Jaren Jackson Jr. for Memphis. Benedict Mathurin for the Pacers. Josh Giddey for Chicago. So there's a bull. They've been rather quiet, but they could heat up too. Yves Misi for the Pelicans. Corey Kispert. And this should be negative number 2. No, it is to 350 on the pink mini diamonds for the Blazers. Adley J. Shaden Sharp, 136 out of 350. Congrats. And then we're going to get back-to-back numbered cards, guys. 249 out of 299 on the mini diamonds purple. Kyrie Irving for James with the Mavericks. James, congrats. Kyrie Irving to 299. Minnesota Terrence Shannon Jr. on the Destiny is another good one. He might be one of the best rookies out of the draft class. We will see. Lonnie Walker, Nick Smith, AJ Mitchell, Elvin Hayes, Cam Johnson. There's another Io DeSumo refractor for the Bulls. And they're starting to make a move. Justin Edwards, rookie X-Fractor for the 76ers. So we've still got 2 autos left in this box. We've gotten our 2 negatives. There's a Youthquake, Bronny James Jr. So Craig, the Lakers. We got an X-Fractor of Magic. We got a Bronny James Youthquake. Working towards that LeBron auto for you. But the Lakers go to 4. And they're still in striking distance for you. There's Rishaker for the Hawks. Congrats, Christopher. Koulibaly, AJ Johnson for the Bucks. Sexton. Baylor for the Celtics. They just keep answering. Shaden Sharp for the Blazers. And then for the Indiana Pacers, it is Johnny Furphy to 150. 84 out of 150 on the blue refractor. Congratulations, Adley. Guys, I seem to be a Johnny Furphy magnet. Every time I pull Chrome, I get plenty of Johnny Furphy. Tristan Da Silva on the Destiny. Isaiah Stewart for the Pistons. There's LaMelo Ball again. We've gotten quite a bit of him. Aaron Gordon for Denver. Dejani Saloon, Charlotte rookie. Scoot Henderson for Portland. Nikola Topit on the rookie refractor. Dennis Rodman on the purple for the Bulls. There you go, Adley. Dejani Saloon on the Youthquake for the Hornets, James. Steph Currier for the Warriors. Congrats, Alexis. Jarris Walker, Anthony Black. And there's a Victor. Little wee with the Frenchman for James. Congrats, James. It's a base, but we'll always take any Victor we can pull. And our next auto, guys, is going to be Tristan Da Silva on the auto. Congratulations, Tristan da Silva auto. There's number 1. We got one more coming. Congrats on that one. Minnesota, Rudy Gobert refractor. Joel Embiid pink for Philadelphia. Dejani Saloon for the Destiny. Davion Mitchell, DeMar DeRozan, Josh Hart, Pele Larson. There's Tatum again for the Bulls. Not the Bulls, excuse me, the Celtics. And they may have put it away with that one. We'll see. Kawhi Leonard. Isaiah Collier on the pink for Utah. Nikola, the Joker Instinct for Denver. Congrats, Christopher. The Joker, I find so interesting. The guy has won multiple MVPs in a row. And it's like people don't even try and buy Denver. It's crazy. Comchi for Toronto. Jamal Murray. Tristan da Silva for the Magic again. So congrats to the Magic spot. And Adley, that auto was going to you, by the way. Sorry I didn't call that out earlier. Kessler, Tyler Smith for the Bucks. Karis LeVert. James Harden on the purple for the Clippers. There's a LeBron test drive. So not the auto, Craig, but LeBron insert for you. Congrats, Craig. The Lakers go to 5. They're going to have to get real hot to catch the Celtics. Tristan Newton. Anthony Davis for the Lakers. Don't count him out yet. DeMontis Sabonis. Jalen Williams. I agree. I don't know with the Joker. And it really kind of the same thing with Giannis, too, right? Like, it's like no one cares about his cards, and I don't get it. Jock Landell on the autograph. Where's Houston? Alexis, congrats on the skylight, Jock Landell. I honestly don't even know who he is, and I'm pretty versed in the major sports. But congrats to the Rocket spot on Jock Landell autograph. The skylight. Dallas with Derek Lively refractor. New Orleans Pelicans, Adley, you're getting a Jordan Hawkins to 275 on the purple. Little purple shimmer there. De'Aaron Fox on the Instincts. Jalen Wells for Memphis. And Eric Gordon for Philadelphia. All right, guys. So here is going to be what we are sleeving up. We got a whole bunch, just about, well, most of the cards either rookie shields or something on them. So just about everything is going to get sleeved up. But we've got 26 was our total number. Careful when you hit the table. Lindale is a Grizzly. DMAC, he might be a Grizzly, but it clear as day says Houston on the card. So that one does still go to Houston. But he must have gotten traded at some point, is my guess. We got 26 on the hit counter, and the Celtics ended up at 9. So we'll see. I don't know. I don't think. All right. Well, Craig gets a extra leprechaun for making the prediction. All right. So we got the Jack Landell. Hawkins at 275. LeBron James on the test drive. It's a tough time of day. A lot of people are still finishing work or driving home or all that sort of stuff. Jokic on the refractor. Everyone will be able to watch it later. For you guys watching this later, hope you guys enjoyed the break and had a good day. De Silva for Orlando Auto. Wemby. De Silva Destiny. Johnny Furphy to 150. Rishiker. Bronny James. Edwards X-Fractor. Terrence Shannon Destiny. Irvin to 299. Shaden Sharp to 350. Stephon Castle Instincts. Nas Reed negative. Johnson on the hyper. Buffkin to 75. Carmelo Anthony on the negative. Dillingham Youthquake. Jalen Wells auto from Memphis. Zach Edey from Memphis. Destiny. Sochan negative for the Spurs. LaMelo Ball 275 for Charlotte. Kyle Kuzma to 50 for Washington. Kilauea Youthquake. Risaker again. Cam Christie X-Fractor. Boston Watson to 65. And Chet Holmgren, lock it up. A fun couple breaks. I love ripping Topps Chrome basketball. I know it's not the most popular product, but it's fun to rip. I like it, and I love seeing what the hits are going to be. All right, so
just in case you forget.
Craig. And D-Mac, do you want to be in for Leprechauns or not? Let me know. I say we can put you in there. Guys, we're going to move on here now to our break number 607. Second break of this happy hour break. It's a quick one for basketball, but this one I've been excited to do this in a while. 1990 hoops. Look at that. We got Ewing, we got Jordan, we got Isaiah Thomas, John Stockton, David Robinson, rookie, Tom Chambers. I don't know anyone that's that excited about Tom Chambers, but I'm excited to get after this. I did not put on the hit counter, which I'm going to. We're just going to track Mark Jackson all by himself. Actually, we're going to track the Menendez bros.
Yeah, what's the other card with them on it?
I forgot. It's in the other card is actually in 91 Upper Deck.
Oh.
It's the same game, but it was in Upper Deck, and it's a Michael Jordan card in Upper Deck, and he's sitting on the sidelines. You bet, Craig. Thanks for hanging out, man. Hope you had fun on that one. And oh man, I just butchered this box stuff. We'll get these guys out here. So here we're gonna have a ton of 90 hoops. Let's get into it. I want to thank everyone who grabbed some spots. We got Adley going for Dominique and the Hawks. Steve going for Larry Bird, Kevin McHale, Robert Parrish, and all the Celtics. We got Mo going for the Brooklyn Nets. And Mo going for Larry Johnson and the Hornets. There's our empty box. We got Steve going for the Bulls. Adley going for the Cavs. Steve going for Jordan and Pippen and the rest of the Bulls. Adley going for Mark Price and the Cavs. We got Mo with the Mavericks with the Nuggets for Mo. Steve with the Pistons. I can't remember. Wow, guys. First of all, look at the first two packs. Scottie Pippen, Scottie Pippen. So, Steve, you're not going to be too upset if we do that with Jordan, too. Let's see, back to, so Pistons. I can't remember if Rodman's a Bull or a Piston on here, but you got Isaiah Thomas, Bill Laimbeer. The Warriors, I think we got Tim Hardaway Jr. rookies for Jonathan. Or Tim Hardaway Jr.'s now. The Rockets, Hakeem Olajuwon for Adley. Mo is with the Pacers. Reggie Miller, I believe, might be in 1991. I'm pretty sure he is. Mo for the Clippers. Adley for the Lakers. Magic Johnson, James Worthy, and more. NA for the Grizzlies because they did not exist at this time. We got Mo with the Heat and Alonzo Mourning if he was around then. We got James J with the Milwaukee Bucks going for a little Alvin Robertson. Mo with the Minnesota Timberwolves. Nothing for the Pelicans because they didn't exist at this time. Steve going for Patrick Ewing, John Starks, and the Knicks. Oklahoma, a.k.a. Seattle, and Sean Kemp rookies. Chasing those for Steve-O. Adley's going after Barkley and the Sixers. Steve's going after the Suns. We got Mo going after the Kings. The Spurs, David Robinson rookie. James, good luck on those. The Raptors also did not exist, so they're not in there. John Stockton, Karl Malone, and the Jazz for Adley. And then Mo going after the Washington Bullets. Not the Wizards, the Bullets. And trivia question for you guys who are watching. Rodman is a Piston. I thought so. Trivia question, if you guys get it. See if you can do it without. Wow, and there we go again. Dominique and Dominique. Look at that. See if you guys can get this without looking it up. But what year did the Washington Bullets become the Washington Wizards? See if you guys can get that right. I dare you to try it without looking it up. If you want to look it up, that's fine too. I can give a hint for just a moment as well, but we'll see if anyone gets it without a hint, because the hint will make it quite a bit easier. Okay, so we got first half of about, wow, and same thing again. Those two packs, we had BJ Armstrong and DJ Armstrong. How about that? No idea. All right. I'll give it another second, and I'll give a hint after I go through a stack of cards. All right, so BJ Armstrong, rookie for the Bulls. Steve, there you go. Not bad. Mark Price for the Cavs. Adley, not bad at all. Sean Elliott, rookie for the Spurs. James. Harold Presley, Bob Weiss. Cotton Fitzsimmons. Rick Smits for the Pacers. I forgot about him being in there. Charles Jones, Craig Elo for the Cavs, Greg Kite with Vlade Divac whispering in his ear. Phil Jackson for the Bulls. There you go for the Bulls, Steve-O. Isaiah Thomas for the Pistons. So, Steve, congrats on the Isaiah Thomas. I'm going to top load, the big known Hall of Famers. We'll be sleeving most of the other big names up. Johnny Moore for the Spurs. We got Kevin Edwards, AC Green for the Lakers. And the next pack was BJ Armstrong, rookie to start. Brad Daugherty fighting Patrick Ewing there. It's like now I always want to look at every other card and see who's back there and be like, can we recognize anyone? There's Patrick Ewing for the Knicks. So congrats to the Knicks spot on the Patrick Ewing. Dana Barros, rookie. Kevin Willis for the Hawks. Lafayette Laver. Mark Aguirre for the Pistons. John Williams with Magic Johnson fighting in there. Craig Elo again. Vinny Del Negro for the Kings. Darrell Walker. AC Green trying to block Charles Barkley for the Lakers. Willie Anderson. There's Sean Bradley in there with his long face. Gary Grant for the Clippers. Drazen Petrovic for the Blazers. Bernard King. John Stockton for the Jazz. Adley, congrats. Hersey Hawkins. Bill Wennington. Scotty Skiles. A checklist. A very upper deck looking checklist. Wow. James Edwards. Mike Gaminsky for the Sixers. Check that guy out. John Williams. Purvis Ellison, rookie. Ron Anderson. There's a David Robinson. Technically, this isn't, it's his rookie year. But they didn't do rookie shields at that point, and they didn't have the star rookie because this was the all-star insert. But that is technically a David Robinson rookie. So that's the first one for James. And once again, the hit counter. We got Isaiah, we got one. And then David Robinson, the Admiral, got one. All right, so the clue for when did Washington become the Wizards was it also was shortly after Michael Jordan returned and started to play for them. That might help you nail down the year. Frank Bukowski for the Spurs. We had Jeff Martin, rookie. Eddie Lee Wilkins, Bernard King. Vlade Divac, rookie for the Lakers. How about that one? And Glenn Rice for the Miami Heat on the rookie. Mo, congrats. Derek Harper, Otis Smith getting blocked by Patrick Ewing. And then there's Akeem Olajuwon for Houston. Adley, congrats on the Akeem before he became Hakeem. Boxing out Ewing. Mark Akers, Liddell Eccles. Paul Mokeski for the Cavs. Jerome Lane, Mitchell Wiggins. Another David Robinson for James. James, you had a great Chrome break. And now you're already 2 David Robinson All-Star rookies. Congrats. I'm not going to count if guys like Barkley is clear on that one, but I'm not going to count those because I know I'd miss them. There's Steve Alford. Some good seats still available in that stadium. Danny Ferry, Danny Ferry with the rookie for the Cavs. This was a big rookie if you pulled him back in 1990. Brad Sellers, Stacey King rookie for the Bulls. And there's a Magic Johnson for the Lakers. Congratulations, Adley. Magic Johnson MVP. And the hit counter, by the way, if you guys want to play along, tell us which spot you think is going to get the most hits. We've got the legendary rivalries with Bird and Magic, MJ and Isaiah. We know how much they love each other. Admiral and Sean Kemp, Hardaway and Barkley. That's not really a duel. I just wanted to put Barkley in there. And then the Menendez brothers with Mark Jackson's card. There's Robert Parrish for the Celtics. Joe Klein for the Celtics. Ozzie Smith or Otis Smith again getting blocked by Ewing. Another checklist. We got Nick Anderson rookie. Mark Allery, Van de Weeg, Dennis Hobson. Buck Johnson shooting it over Magic. Rolando Blackman on the All-Star insert shooting it over Isaiah. Ed Pinkney. Derek Chavis, Todd Murphy. Dominique Wilkins for the Atlanta Hawks. Adley, congrats. Him and Jordan had some legendary dunk contests before they decided that those guys didn't want to play in the dunk contest anymore. What's up, Lou? Welcome back in. Sam Bowie, Kevin McHale, Sam Perkins, Sam Vincent. There it is, guys. There's one of the ones with Jordan in the 12 uniform. Sam Vincent for the Orlando Magic. Dave, congratulations. That one is the only card to ever have Michael Jordan in his non-numbered uniform because he forgot his uniform that day. That's awesome. Michael Jordan in the 12. What I'm gonna do for the hit counter is we're gonna do we'll do Jackson and Vincent. We'll count both of those. We got Chris Mullen for the Warriors. Jonathan. Jeff Greer for the Bucks. I love the old Bucks uniforms and the old Bucks logo. So cool. Harvey Grant. Gianni Newman. Randy Allen. Craig Hodges for the Bulls. And there's Karl Malone for the Jazz. David Wingate. Tellis Frank for the Heat. Michael Ansley. There's Dominique again for Atlanta. Adley. And James M. Let's make it 3. There's an actual, what's the Rookie of the Year star. David Robinson, Rookie of the Year. Congratulations to the Spurs spot, James. And the Admiral goes to 3. Rolando Blackman. I love that. Greg Grant. Sidney Lau. William Bedford. Rod Strickland. There's Steve Kerr. Before he went to the Bulls, I believe. Yep. And then now he's obviously the coach of the Warriors with a bunch of championships. Derek McKee. There's Horace Grant for the Bulls. There's our first Michael Jordan for Steve-O. Michael Jordan on the All-Star inserts. Congrats, Steve. Centering left to right isn't perfect, so I don't know if this is a grade-worthy one, but it's still worth a few bucks raw for sure. So MJ and Isaiah go to 2. Uwe Blob. The Spurs. Oh, I'm sure I pronounced that one wrong. Mike Schuler, Cliff Livingston, Charles Smith, Charles Oakley, Clyde the Glide for the Blazers, LaSalle Thompson, Moses Malone, legendary player for the Hawks, Jerome Kersey, Dave Hoppin, Jim Lynam, Brad Lowhouse for the Bucks, Walter Davis, Kenny Gaddison, Kevin McHale on the All-Star insert for the Celtics, Steve. Mookie Blaylock, rookie for the Nets. John Morton, rookie. Larry Drew, Charles Smith. Chris Mullin for the Warriors. Is Chris Mullin a Hall of Famer? Or just, I know I thought he was a great player. But I don't know if he was a Hall of Famer. Rony Cycli, most improved player. Randy Whitman, John Koncak. Kenny Battle, Brad Davis, Scott Brooks, Nate McMillan, and Bill Fitch looking confused at the call. Bill Fitch doesn't know if Chris Mullin is a Hall of Famer either. Rex Chapman, Scottie Pippen for Steve's Chicago Bulls. I didn't put Pippen on the hit counter. Go figure. We know it down later in this pile, Steve. We know you're getting 2 Scottie Pippens coming up. Lester Connor, Winston Bennett rookie, Rick Adelman, longtime coach. There's a Larry Bird for Boston. Steve-O, congrats on the Larry Bird. That guy could absolutely trash talk with the best of them. Wayman Tisdale, Kelly Chapuka, Frank Cornett rookie, Matt Gukas, Bill Musselman, also looking confused. No one knows if Chris Mullen's a Hall of Famer. Kenny Walker, Ruth Sampson, Casey Jones. There's Sean Kemp rookie. This does not carry the value it used to carry, but this was a hot pull back in 1990. Congratulations to the Oklahoma City / Seattle spot for Steve. Rory Sparrow, Eric Floyd, Tom Garrick, Sam Mitchell rookie, Scott Roth. There's Alvin Robertson for James and the Bucks. Terry Cummings for the Spurs. Cliff Robinson rookie. Jay Humphries. Reggie Theus, Corbin. Mike Brown. Reggie Lewis. Paul Pressey for the Bucks. Mike Woodson. Blue Edwards rookie. Don Chaney. Derek Smith. Gerald Wilkins for the Knicks. Mike Smrek. Xavier McDaniel. Rick Mahorn. There's Larry Bird guarding them, and they're both smiling. J.R. Reed rookie. Greg Anderson. Patrick Ewing on the All-Star insert for the Knicks. Gary Reynolds, Daryl Griffith, David Rivers, Michael Cage, Byron Dinkins on the rookie for the Rockets, Vern Fleming, Irvin Johnson on the All-Star inserts, Magic Johnson for the Lakers. Congrats, Adley. Purvis Shorts, Mel Turpin, Orlando Woolridge, Glenn Rivers. That is Doc Rivers, by the way. Current coach of the Bucks. Michael Adams, Kevin Johnson for the Suns, Adrian Dantley, checklist. Higgins, Bobby Hansen, Danny Shays, Michael Cage, Jeff Malone, Ricky Green, Dominique Wilkins on the All-Star game for the Hawks. Congrats, Adley. Oh, I didn't put the Kemp on the hit counter. And where is Hardaway and Barkley? Good Lord. Derek Gervin. Don't know if that's in relation to George Gervin. Caldwell Jones, Ron Rothstein. There's Akeem Olajuwon for the Rockets. Mitch Richmond. There's Reggie Miller for the Pacers. Mo. Roy Tarpley. And there's Dennis Rodman. And it does count him for the Pistons. You are right, Steve. Congrats on the Dennis Rodman All-Star. I was already halfway through it, so I'm going to go ahead and finish. I don't know if Dennis Rodman needs to be top-loaded, but I did it. Congrats, Steve. Jim Peterson, Lechner, Ken Norman, Dale Ellis, John Paxson for the Bulls, Dick Versace for the Pacers. There's a Larry Bird All-Star insert for the Celtics. Steve, congrats. So Bird and Magic. Go to 3. We've gotten 4. We've gotten 2 Birds and 2 Magics. I'm sleeping on this hit counter job. Roy Hinson, Robert Thornton, Bob Thornton, Tom Tolbert, Spud Webb. He was one of my favorite players because he was super short. Well, he's 5'7", but that's still short for the NBA. And Muggsy Bogues. Remember Muggsy Bogues from the Hornets? He was 5'2". I loved Muggsy Bogues. Tim Hardaway, rookie for the Warriors. Jonathan, congratulations. Again, this was a big pull when this came out. And finally, we get to hit the hit counter on that one. Chuck Person, Christoiak, checklists. Eddie Johnson. There he is, guys. Or there they are, I should say. Mark Jackson, joined by the Menendez brothers, fresh off a killing their parents. This card will never get old to pull. Congratulations, Steve. We got you your first one. Mark Jackson with the Menendez bros in there. Antoine Carr, Steve Johnson, Bill Cartwright, Don Nelson, legendary coach, Larry Bird. So Bird and Magic now are extending their lead just like the Celtics and Bird did in the last break as well. Congrats, Steve-O. Jack Haley, Danny Young, Sunvold. I don't know why they flipped them over. Sunvold, Alexander Volkov, rookie. Sherman Douglas, rookie. Tom Chambers, Fred Roberts, Tom Hammonds, Kurt Rambis, Thurl Bailey, John Bagley, Sedell Threat, Larry Smith, Scott Hastings, Reggie Miller on the All-Star insert for the Pacers, Todd Lichty, rookie, and Stu Jackson for the Knicks. Mark McNamara, Billy Thompson. There's Scottie Pippen, number 1. We're going to have one more come in because they were like back-to-back starts of the pack. Congrats to the Bulls, Steve, on the Scottie Pippen. Larry Nance getting guarded by the Admiral. And there's my guy, Muggsy Bogues. All 5'3" of them. Love Muggsy Bogues. Dax Sigma, John Battle, Micah Cooper, Jerry Sloan for the Jazz, Benoit Benjamin, Quentin Daly, Otis Thorpe, Scott Hastings. And there he comes out to play. We got Chuck, Charles Barkley for the Sixers. Adley, congrats. As I said, if we didn't get any Chucks in here, that would have been terrible. Chuck. And Hardaway go to 2. Chris Morris, Vernon Maxwell, Michael Thompson. There's the other Scottie Pippen for the Bulls. Congrats, Steve-O. Alex English, Terry Porter, McRae, Kenny Smith, Kevin Duckworth, Randolph Keys, Garland, Olden Polynice, Dick Motta, Gene Littles, Robert Parrish, All-Star for the Celtics, Doug Moe for the Nuggets, and the famous Larry Brown for the Spurs. All right, so we are at the halfway point, and Lou and Steve already on it in terms of updating the hit counter. Although, Lou, I think yours was actually a little bit earlier, and you have already missed the number, so you might want to update. We got to 15 halfway through the box, including 5 by Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. We got 2 between MJ and Isaiah. The Admiral and Kemp are at 4. Hardaway and Barkley each got 1 there towards the end. That put us at 2 for them. And we got a Mark Jackson and a Vincent so far. And let's see if we can get more of those in the second half of the box. So, guys, tell us, while I rip the packs open, tell us what you think, which spot is going to take it. Is it going to be Bird and Magic holding on to the lead? As well as, where are we going to get at a final number? Are we going to double up and go 30? We're going to do more. We're going to do less. Make your predictions. Oh, back-to-back cards again. Very interesting. I would say, guys, I think we're going to more than double up on there. I think we're going to get in the 30s for sure. Once we finish up this box, that is going to do it for this happy hour basketball break. But have no worry, guys, because we are not done ripping that cardboard gold yet. Tonight, again, we have baseball breaks of 2022 Topps Chrome Sonic Light. We should get some fun parallels in there. Chase and Bobby Witt Jr. on the short print rookies. And J-Rod and Wander Franco and some of the other guys. Jaron Duran, I think. We're also going to do 2021 Bowman Chrome. Bobby Witt Jr. is in there as well, along with some others, J-Rod and others. And then we're going to be doing 2019 Chronicles. And I guess I'm really excited to do those, especially the Bowman and the Chronicles. I love ripping Chronicles. Chronicles hobby boxes can be loaded. And it seems like every time we do them, we get 101s or something really big. So I've been really excited about that. So we got more ripping to do later on tonight as well. So join us for that. Make sure, if you haven't done so already, that you like and subscribe to our channel on YouTube. And if you set the notifications, then you'll know when we go live later tonight, which is going to be 8 Central, 9 Eastern. And here we go. First, we're going to get a Dennis Rodman Defensive Player of the Year for the Piston spot. Steve-O, congrats.
Wait, do we have to randomize off these checklists?
No.
There's multiple teams on here.
No, I don't think we do. Charles Barkley for the Sixers. I don't know. What do you think, Nolan? You want to do that? Can you bring him to me?
Yeah.
Charles Barkley for the Sixers. Yeah, we'll randomize off the checklist. You guys may have interest in those. Weirdly enough, I think checklists, like if you get a checklist that have Michael Jordan's name on it, it's like it can still be worth a buck or two. So yeah, we'll randomize those off. Thanks, Nolan, for thinking of that. Mark Bryant, Donaldson, Jeff Hornacek, Tony Campbell. There's Chuck Daly for the Pistons. Jay Vincent. Lenny Wilkins, Armand Gillian, Johnny Dawkins. Tom Chambers on the All-Star. Reggie Williams, Ron Harper, Gerald Henderson. Joe Dumars for the Pistons. Karl Malone for the Jazz. Pat Riley, Coach of the Year for the Lakers. Herb Williams, Terry Catledge, Randy Brewer. Dave Corzine, Wayne Cooper, Chucky Brown, Vinnie Johnson, Delaney Rudd, Clyde the Glide, getting past Larry Bird. That didn't happen too often, but they did. So congrats on the Clyde Drexler for Portland. That one's Adley. Richie Adubato, the Mavericks, James Wolfe for the Clippers, Christian Welp, and Brian Shaw. Karl Malone for the Jazz. Buck Williams, Herb Williams, Mark West, Terry Teagle getting defended by Ewing. There's Bill Lambier for the Pistons. Fat Lever, Trent Tucker, Robert Reed, Mike Sanders, James Worthy All-Star for the Lakers, excuse me. Chris Ford for the Celtics. Stuart Gray, Sarunas Marciulionis rookie for the Warriors. Ricky Pierce, 6th Man Award. James Worthy for the Lakers. Thank you. Here's our checklist. We'll randomize those off. Byron Scott, Frank Cornett, Tim Perry, Manute Bol, Del Harris, Blair Rasmussen, Wes Unseld, Richard Anderson, Detlef Schrempf, John Stockton for the Jazz on the All-Star, Tim Garrick, John Eddie Long, Scott Roth getting guarded by Pippen, Pooh Richardson for the Timberwolves, Wayman Tisdale, Kelly Tripucka, Jay Humphries, Dan Marley. That guy was a great shooter for the Suns. I was like watching Dan Marley play. Musselman still wants to know if Mullen is a Hall of Famer. Kenny Walker, Ralph Sampson. That's a name from the past. Will Purdue for the Bulls. There's another Sean Kemp rookie for the Seattle/Oklahoma City spots. Congrats, Steve-O, on the Sean Kemp. So the Admiral and Sean Kemp going to 5, tying it up. Greg Dreeling, Joe Dumars All-Star. Derek Smith. Sam Mitchell rookie for the T-Wolves. Orlando Woolridge. Isaiah Thomas. There we go. That is our first Hall of Famer, Isaiah Thomas. Oh, we might have gotten an all-star insert of him, I think. But first base for the Pistons for Steve-O. So MJ and Isaiah not playing as well as we would like them to. Terry Cummings, Cliff Robinson rookie, Greg Anderson, Matt Gukas, Tyrone Corbin. Michael, look at his eyes. He is fixed on that free throw. Mike Brown, Reggie Lewis, Charles Davis for the Bulls, Mike Woodson, Rory Sparrow, Kevin Johnson for the Suns All-Star, Purvis Shorts, and Gerald Wilkins for the Knicks. Ron Rothstein, there's John Sally. Rick Mahorn getting guarded by Bird again. They're both laughing. J.R. Reed, Dantley, Reggie Theus, Jerry Reynolds, Daryl Griffith, David Rivers, Casey Jones, Byron Dinkins, Blue Edwards rookie, Eric Sleepy Floyd, and Derek Gervin rookie. Mel Turpin, Tom Tolbert, Larry Bird, For the Boston Celtics, Steve, congrats. So Bird and Magic retake the lead. Michael Adams, Kevin Johnson, Roy Tarpley, Patrick Ewing for the Knicks. Steve-O, congrats on the All-Star inserts. Rod Higgins, Bobby Hansen, Danny Shays, Paul Presley, Jeff Malone, Vern Fleming, Don Chaney, Roy Hinson, Caldwell Jones, Sunvold, Dominique for the Hawks. Adley, congrats on another Dominique. I probably should have had him on the hit counter. We got John Stockton, all-time assist leader. I don't think anyone will ever take that over. Maybe you will. I don't know. Hersey Hawkins, Bill Wennington, Scotty Skiles. There's another checklist, 335. James Edward, Kaminsky, Gianni Newman, Jerome Lane, Mitchell Wiggins, Rolando Blackman, All-Star, Willie Anderson, Jeff Martin, rookie, Drazen Petrovic, rookie, Dennis Rodman, Defensive Player of the Year. For the Pistons, Steve-O, congrats. And we got the Vlade Divac, rookie, for the Lakers. Glenn Rice, rookie, for the Heat, from Mo. Derek Harper, Otis Smith. Hakeem Olajuwon on the All-Star again for Houston. Mark Akers, Liddell, Johnny Newman, Dennis Hobson, Buck Johnson. Karl Malone, All-Star for the Jazz. Burkowski, Danny Ferry, rookie. Eddie Lee Wilkins, Rodman again. Defensive Player of the Year, Rodman for the Pistons. Steve, you're doing well with Dennis Rodman. There's a Magic Johnson MVP for the Lakers and Adley. Adley, congrats. So Magic and Bird go to 7. Robert Parrish, Joe Klein, Sam Vincent. There he is again. Jordan in his 12 uniform with the Sam Vincent for the Orlando Magic. Dave, second one, nice grab. So Jackson and Vincent, we got 3 now. We're up to 21 on the hit counter. There's another checklist. Nick Anderson, rookie. Mark Allery, Steve Kerr. Danny Ainge for the Kings. Craig Hodges. There's a Michael Jordan for Steve. Number 2 on the board. Again, the centering left to right isn't quite perfect. The card is very clean. It's in good shape, but left to right, unfortunately, a tad bit off on the MJ. Congrats, Steve. Steve Alford. Derek Chavis. Brad Sellers. Joe Dumars. Sam Bowie, Kevin McHale, Sam Perkins, Greg Grant. There is Chris Mullen again. Jeff Gray or Harvey Grant. Lenny Wilkins, Danny Ainge again. Horace Grant, Tom Chambers. Ed Pinkney, Tellis Frank, and Todd Murphy. A couple more piles to go here. We got Brian Shaw. David Robinson, Rookie of the Year. Congrats to the Spurs, James. And the Admiral and Kemp staying 1 away from Bird Magic. Rolando Blackman. How about that? Jeff Hornacek, Sidney Lau, William Bedford. Rod Strickland, Chucky Brown, Derek McKee, Johnny Dawkins. Clyde Drexler, again for Portland. Wingate. Mike Schuler, Michael Ansley, Ricky Pierce, Charles Barkley for the 76ers. He looks so different early in his career versus late in his career. Barkley and Hardaway go to 4. Mark Bryant, Rolando Blackman, Terry Catledge, Tony Campbell, Chuck Daly, Jay Vincent, Mo Cheeks, Armand Gilliam, Delaney Rudd, rookie, James Worthy for the Lakers. There's my favorite name, Uwe Blob for the Spurs. Ron Harper, Cliff Livingston, Pooh Richardson, that's another good name. Karl Malone for the Jazz. Pat Riley, Coach of the Year for the Lakers. Donaldson, Mark West, Randy Brewer, Dave Corzine, Wayne Cooper, Wes Unseld, Vinnie Johnson, Mike Sanders. We got John Stockton on the All-Star. Reggie Williams and Joe Wolf. Last stat, guys, we're at 24 on the hit counter. Gerald Henderson. There's Isaiah Thomas. Make that 25. Congrats, Steve. The piston spot between Isaiah and Rodman has done pretty well. Karl Malone for the Jazz. Buck Williams, Herb Williams, Tim Perry, Terry Teagle, Bill Lambier, Fat Lever, Will Perdue, Robert Reed, Detlef Shrimp, Joe Dumars on the All-Star, Richie Adobato, Stuart Gray for the Knicks, Christian Welp, John Sally, James Worthy, Byron Scott, Herb Williams, Dan Marley, Manute Bowl for the Warriors. There we go. There's a good one. Rest in peace, Manute. Jonathan, congrats. Del Harris for the Bucks, Blair Rasmussen, Charles Davis, Anderson, Greg Drayling, Kevin Johnson on what's probably our last All-Star inserts, Chris Ford, John Long, and Sarunas Marshalonis, rookie for the Warriors, is going to finish us off. So, guys, we got to 25 on the hit counter, and we got Bird and Magic. I think Steve-O, Nolan, I got this one. Steve, you got Bird. So you're getting a leprechaun on there. And that was a ton of fun, guys, to do 90s hoops. Some good stuff. I'll recap. Some names we did very, very well on. Obviously, you can see by Bird and Magic, MJ Isaiah, Admiral the Cap. We got almost two of everyone. A little disappointed. Only one Mark Johnson. I've opened a few boxes of this, and usually somewhere between like 2 to 4 Mark Jackson. So I wish we'd have gotten more than one, but at least we got one. Oh, I got it. Oh, you're...
That's the chat participation.
Oh,
If you
thanks.
wanted to do that one.
All right, yes, I do. All right, so we've got some randomized, guys. We got 30, 334, 335, 334, 332, and 333. So what I'm going to do is we're just going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'm going to run a leprechaun race, and the first 6 leprechauns are going to get a checklist. And I'm not looking at which checklist has the bowls on it. So that'll be a lucky roll for whoever gets it. That's interesting. Where are the leprechauns? Okay. Let's try this one again. Our leprechauns decided to they decided to not be saved in the template anymore. Create a new source real quick. Display capture. Oh, shoot. Bear with me, guys. Our leprechauns decided to take a break on me. And I need to play. There they are. Okay. All right, so we've got the bullets up to the Hawks. And let me... There we go. All right, clear it. Here, we're going to run it for 17 seconds. Apologies for that, guys. And we're on. So the Orlando Magic are going to get the first one. The Atlanta Hawks are going to get the second. The Chicago Bulls the third. Milwaukee Bucks the fourth. LA Lakers the fifth. And I think I said seven, right? 1, 2, 6. And the sixth place leprechaun was the Sacramento Kings. All right, so get that guy off. All right, so Orlando, you're getting checklist 332 that has the All-Stars on there, which would include Jordan and Bird and those guys, and the Bulls. So congrats to the Orlando spots. Then the Atlanta spots getting 333. Chicago 334. Milwaukee 334. LA 335. And Sacramento 335 as well. Do a recap. We got an Isaiah, Charles Barkley, David Robinson, Michael Jordan, Sam Vincent with the Jordan 12 on there, Magic Johnson, Dennis Rodman, Dominique, Larry Bird, Isaiah Thomas, Sean Kemp rookie, Charles Barkley, Rodman, Pippen, Barkley, Pippen, Bird, Mark Jackson with the Menendez brothers, Tim Hardaway, Larry Bird, Dennis Rodman, Dominique, Magic Johnson, Sean Kemp rookie, Larry Bird, Scottie Pippen, Michael Jordan, David Robinson rookie of the year, Wilkins. There's another Sam Vincent with the Jordan 12, Dominique, Magic, David Robinson, and Isaiah Thomas. A fantastic blast from the past break there. And now, guys, it is time. Some more blasts from the past. I got 2 Skybox packs. I got a Player of the Day, and I got a Prism. So we're going to run a Leprechaun race that's going to include giveaways and hit counter participation. First place is going to get Prism. Second place, Skybox. Third place, Skybox. Fourth place, Player of the Day. And how I'm going to do that is we're going to get those elusive leprechauns back up here. I'm going to run a list, and I'm going to go back to Chrome Basketball and grab everyone who had a spot. Paste that in there, and that's going to be 30 folks. I'm going to go into all of our hoops folks and grab all those. If one of the NA spots wins, we will skip it. There's 60. And then we had, oops. Craig got a leprechaun in break 1. And Steve got a leprechaun and break too. He's a little light on leprechauns today. D-Mac getting in there in the chat for hanging out. Craig, Steve, and Lou getting in there for hanging out with us guys during the break. We appreciate you being able to catch us live at the end of probably a work day for most of you. We're going to run this one for Magic Johnson seconds, 32. And again, top 4 are going to win those packs, starting with Prism. Here we go, guys. Good luck. A huge separation. Look at that pack just breaking up. That's crazy. We got James, Adley, Mo, Lou running strong up top. One of Adley's falling off. One of Mo's falling off. We got one of Adley's making a break, but then falling off. James and Lou holding strong. Oh, James just fell off. Pulled a hamstring. James J sprints out just like he did this morning. Wow. James J with one leprechaun on there pulls it out. Let's go through, guys. So James made a sprint. Steve-O, you're getting a skybox. Mo, you're getting a pack. Mo got another pack. So we skip. Steve already won, so we skip. D-Mac getting a pack. A little blast from the past. And then Lou getting the player of the day. Congrats, Lou. All right. So going through, James, this is going to go with you with your Bucks pack. Steve-O, we're going to send this with your stuff tonight. Good luck pulling something big out of that one. D-Mac, we're going to get this one sent off to you, my man. A little blast from the past few. And then Lou, we're going to get the player of the day sent out with your loot as well. So that's going to do it for Happy Hour Basketball. Hope you guys have a good day so far. Smash that like and subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Don't forget, guys, there is just 2 short days left. About this time on Wednesday, we will have announced our July $50 store credit sweepstakes winner. So you have less than 48 hours to go to cardlines.com. Make sure you sign up for the newsletter, first of all. But make a purchase in our store. Grab yourself some products to rip. Grab yourself some supplies to protect that cardboard gold. But if you make a transaction on our website by the end of the month, aka the end of Wednesday, because I'm going on vacation Thursday, the end of Wednesday, you're going to get entered for your purchase as a chance to win a $50 store credit. And there is additional $5 store credits for others as compensation wins. So go make that happen, guys. We're also on Wednesday, we're going to announce our August sweepstakes, and we're going to rip some cards for fun on that. So stick around for that on Wednesday and Wednesday afternoon. We got baseball tonight. We got baseball tomorrow night. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Be good. We'll see y'all again in a couple hours.